should book a show in Akwa Ibom. I was backstage in Akwa Ibom. I was supposed to travel 5 days before that show. They told me they booked a show. I said, why? I went for that show. I was backstage thinking after the show I would travel. They called me. Lola has a CS. While she was delaying, waiting for me, they noticed that the baby was losing his breath. They had to slice Lola's stomach and take the baby out. Fast forward. When I was talking to George, that's the family friend, I started telling him the story of what happened in the house. Because after I finished, I told him everything that happened in the house. He felt bad. He said, Peter, your family are here with me. I said, can I talk to them? I said, yeah. I came in the phone, I asked Lola, how is everything? She started crying, and I told her, the first thing I needed to do was to send them money. How am I going to send them money? Because the same money I'm going to ask for it. Let's fast forward, guys. I did everything for them to get back home. While I was doing all that, our mom was still around. My mom felt my pain. And she said, don't worry. Because when I was telling her about everything, she now said, I said, Mom, look at it this way. You felt you told me a good news that the child is my child. But see how everybody left. She now said, no problem. I'll talk to your brothers. They will apologize to you. I said, no problem. My mom went back to Jos. And when my mom went back to Jos, after like a week, she called me. She asked me, have they apologized? I said, only the first son, our firstborn, has apologized. She said, don't worry, they're all going to apologize. After like a few weeks again, Henry apologized. Except Paul and Jude. The ones that I live with never did. Waited for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months till our mom died. The apology was never made, and my mom told them to do it. They never did. You know, sometimes when I hear our mom never liked Lola, I say my brothers have forgotten so soon. Our mom was sick in Jos. We flew her all the way Lagos. During the period our mom was sick, we took her to St. Nicholas Hospital. St. Nicholas Hospital is on the island. We live on the mainland. Our mom was admitted in our hospital, and 4 of my mom's pastors were around all the way from Jos. Guess where they were staying? Lola's house. Lola's house. Lola gets up as early as 6 o'clock in the morning. Makes food for them, breakfast, everything. By 7 o'clock, Lola takes them to the hospital. Lola stays in the hospital. We live on the mainland. We now leave around 11, comes to St. Nicholas Hospital. When we come, Lola will now leave and go to work. We'll stay with our mom in the hospital with the pastors. By the time it's almost 6 o'clock, Lola will leave work because Lola's office is not far away from St. Nicholas. She comes back at about 6 o'clock. Stays. As soon as Lola comes, we'll then leave. Lola will stay in that hospital till 12 midnight. Take them back. Take the pastors back to the house. The next morning, the same routine. For over 2 months plus. During her moment in that hospital. They have to create a narrative that Lola and my mom never had a relationship. Before even Lola, before I got married to her, Lola, my mom was already addressing Lola as our wife. It's sad that Jude is using Paul as a tool for his evil games. They say Jude sold his car to bring Psquared. Jude did a lot for peace. He produced it. Hey, guys, let's be honest. What produced what? All Psquared albums were produced by me and Paul. I have to even say Paul. I operate the keyboard, I operate the computer. I operate the Fruity Loops. I use it. Did Jude contribute in Psquared? Yes. After we turned Psquared, after we were famous. But not as people say it. They say Jude shoots Psquared's videos. Because they put directed by. Really? Since Psquared broke up, how many videos has Jude and G's shot directed by? Even when we are at Psquared, some of them you see Jude Okoye / Clarence Peters. Check all Cynthia Morgan's videos. You will never see Jude alone. I guarantee you guys. Personally, Alingo, Shekini were shot by me. All Jude wanted for I and Paul to do was to project him as the Don Jazzy of Psquared. How? Then, during our time, when we were popping, there was Two-Face. There was Face. There was Star Plus. But Star Plus came later. There was more hit. Jude became threatened by more hit. In fact, I think Paul and Jude have this competitive jealousy attitude that I never liked. Every time the more it are doing this thing, we should. I say, guy, can we just do our thing? Let's do our thing. We are unique in our own ways. Psquared will go for an interview. The artist should be interviewed. When they ask the artist question, Jude is answering. Look at them. Watch.
For the very first time, Jude Okoye, who's the manager to Psquared and also CEO of Square Records, divulged to Hip TV during a radio interview in Uganda the reason behind the split.
Okay, if it's part of our giving back to society, okay, let's help some artists. J Martin's came, we helped him. Immediately he became big, we let him.
Guys, as you're watching it, pay attention to me. How I was looking at him, knowing the fact that he was just lying.
If it's part of our giving back to society, okay, let's help some artists. J Martin's scheme, we helped him. Immediately he became big, we let him go to be independent. The same thing to Bracket. But Mehdi's own was different. We were like, okay, let's have this group thing. Let's form a group alliance. Let's have Mehdi on board. So at the end of the day, when we wanted to kind of officially sign him, then that was when the problem came up. He wanted to have what Psquared had, which was not possible.
I also want what they have.
It took Psquared like 7-8 years to get the cars, the houses, and everything. And within a year, somebody is looking for
The same.
something like that. So I was like, okay, you can get it from here. Maybe there's another option outside there. Go get it.
You say I and Paul should be trying to be hyping him, so that, oh my God. When look at more hit, Don Jazzy will stay with the band. They will ask Don Jazzy even questions. Don Jazzy will just whisper to the band. The band don't answer. Don Jazzy don't want to say anything. Like sometimes I hear, oh, we sign artists, we end up messing them up, or we don't have people around. Now look at it this way. How does that concern me? Jude, you signed Cynthia Morgan. Look how you ended up with Cynthia Morgan. Jude, you were the one that wanted to sign Mehdi. I didn't even know you wanted to sign Mehdi. Look how you ended up with him. Right? Paul, you signed Mono and one other girl. Today, all of them come out, they are saying things about you. I only signed one artist, singer. His contract ended after I think 3 years or 4 years. He left peacefully. I gave him his catalog, everything. In fact, I even gave him money. Ask him. Till today, I still post him on my page, on my story. Psquared have not helped anybody. And how many during the pandemic, Peter Okoye I was sharing ₦1 million every single day. People will testify it. But Psquared don't help anybody. I saw me this podcast. I was paying. I understand. I don't blame him. To be honest with you, I've been to so many competitions in my life at a tender age. I got used to learning to celebrate others. If you're doubting me, watch this video where I lost Mr. Campus in University of Abuja. But hear me, celebrating with the guy that won. I was first runner up. Watch.
I was among those who contested for Mr. Campus. He won the Mr. Campus. He achieved a lot. Why? It's not really about what you think you are or how your physique is. Look at me, I'm more finer than Tony. Look at my body, you can look at everything, I have more physique than him. But he won the Mr. Campus. I think it was because of what he is. He believes in himself because he knows he's good and he looks nice. Let's forget about how the shape is, the physique. It's not the physique that matters. He is my Mr. Campos and I love him. Tony.
Now that's Peter Okoye. No, that's not Mr. P. That's Peter Okoye. I don't like having issues with people. I'm not a jealous type of person. I don't envy people. Did you understand? I don't compete with anybody. I just want to do my thing and enjoy my life and live a free life. They say you are beefing with your brothers. That thing used to piss me off. I had my wedding, like my own wedding. My own elder brother, so-called manager, never attended it. Why? Let me even tell you how bad it was. That a night before my wedding, Jude booked a show with Globalcom in Ghana. And they showed me our ticket. Coming back the next day, which happens to be my wedding day, was 2 o'clock flight. I said, no. We have to insist until they got us a private jet. Now, we went there. I went to that performance. Left Lagos. Lola is communicating with me in Ghana. She thought I was in Lagos. What happened? The next day, there was environmental in Ghana. think we would have left very early. The environmental ended about 11. By 12, we boarded the plane. I landed. 1 hour, 30 minutes after my wedding, I've already started. Landed! I didn't shave. I didn't sleep. Now, while I was at my wedding, I was trending for a wrong reason. I was trending for a wrong reason. Jude posted himself in Mervin's studio with Wizkid, Dr. Seed, Fino, Don Jazzy, and the rest of them. I forget what the caption. I'll put it up. That's it here. Jude posted this picture. Look at the date. I got married a day before Psquared's birthday, 17th. Look at it. Jude posted this. Jude was then trending. I think somebody said something like, "You didn't attend your brother's wedding." The next day, I think he responded like, "If our mom was alive, this wedding would have held or hold, I don't know." Jude. And despite Jude was with Don Jazzy, Dr. Seed, Wizkid, and Fino, and the rest of them, all of them attended that wedding. They still left that studio, attended the wedding. But my own senior brother, manager, refused. I made a shabby for him and everything. Fast forward, few months' time was now Paul's wedding in Port Harcourt. I was there for him. I helped him set up a lot of stuff, connect him with a lot of things in Port Harcourt. I said something on stage that people didn't get. I'll look for that video. I said it. I said, "Hey, on stage," I said, "Paul, you do me a bad thing." You know why? Because when I and Paul were young, we both agreed that our first sons will bear our names, as in our tribal name. My son today is Cameron Nonso Okoye. Paul is Paul Nonso Okoye. Of course, when Paul gave birth to Andre, Obumneme was never found. Another betrayal. Fast forward, few months time was Jude's wedding. Of course, Jude didn't give me a shebi or even gave Lola. That means automatically we were not invited. The next thing, I did what we call do me or do you. I posted a picture in my own house, chilling with friends. 3 days time, Paul came back from the wedding. Paul attacked me. I didn't attend Jude's wedding. The truth, my senior brother should respect that. I said, "Paul, that by age, if not by age, Lola senior Jude. If not by age, Lola senior Jude, Paul." I'm sure that thing pissed Paul and Jude off. Jude claimed he never had any problem with Lola. But Jude, you lied. Listen to this interview between Tunde Ednot and Jude Okoye on Instagram Live. Listen.
But there are some questions that are so important that I have to ask you.
They ask your question. I'm open now. I'm done.
What happened? Should I ask?
Go ahead.
Okay. They said you have a problem with Peter's wife. That you just have a problem and you did not attend Peter's wedding. You said that, make I ask you.
And listen.
So, do you have a, should I don't know, because
Tunde. Tunde, we could leave that matter for another day.
Okay, another day. Okay.
Yes.
But you said ask me any question. That's why I asked you.
Now all of a sudden, you started stammering, but your mouth was sharp before. Big brother madness. I'm done.